following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Kicks and finds Johnson for two.
It's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Barnesville Athletic Complex here in Barnesville, Minnesota, getting ready for this matchup here between the Barnesville Trojans and the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. And we're going to get our camera fixed here. It apparently was frozen at some point. There we go. Now people are moving around. Make a slight adjustment on our camera here to get we'll fix that during the commercial break, I promise you. Anyways, thanks for joining us here, and welcome to the Barnesville Senex pregame show here on Magnitude Sports. Once again, it is a matchup here between the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines and the Barnesville Trojans. The Trojans 1-2 on the season. Wadena-Deer Creek 5-3. Trojans coached by head coach Megan Askegard and assistants Taylor Carger, Maisie Berg, and Maddie Hammond. And the Wolverines coached by head coach Sue Volkman and her assistant Courtney Tumberg. We'll tell you more about these two teams and how they got to their respective records when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. All right, welcome back to Barnesville High School here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two teams a little bit in depth here on the Barnesville Senex pregame show, brought to you by Barnesville Senex here in Barnesville. Can't miss them. They're right there as you come into town, so if you got a chance to stop there and fill up with gas or grab a drink or a candy bar or some other snacks or sandwiches, they got that all there for you at Barnesville Senex here in Barnesville. The Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines, they come in with a record of 5-3 on the season. And let me grab their information here. They were 2-2 in regular season play. The reason why they have a few extra games than Barnesville does is on Saturday, September 10th, they took a trip over to Sauk Center, I believe. One of the Sauks. And they participated in a tournament. They had 4 games. They played some pretty good teams, and they won 3 of the 4 matches. They would fall 2-1 to Brainerd and then bounce back with 2-0 sweeps against Osakis and Foley, and then a 2-1 win over Annandale. So that was part of the tournament on Saturday, September 10th. Prior to that, they would drop the first 2 of the season. They would get swept by Pequot Lakes 3-0, and then they would get 1 against Perham at home, but fall in the match 3-1. They go on the road to take on the DGF Rebels. There we go. In a game that you saw here on Magnitude Sports, and the Wolverines would sweep the Rebels 3-0. And then most recently in regular season play, right before that tournament that we just talked about, they would sweep Sabika, the Sabika Trojans 3-0. So now they'll look to duplicate that 3-0 sweep against another Trojan team. But Barnesville's not going to make that too easy, as after that Sabika match, they go into that tournament, and then they come here to Barnesville tonight. After tonight, they're home against Monaga, then they're at Bertha Hewitt, home against Staples Motley, on the road at Henning, Breckenridge, and Burndale, home against Park Rapids area, New York Mills, and Alexandria. They wrap up the regular season on October 18th on the road against the Pillager Huskies, and that is a look at what the Wolverines have done so far. Once again, they're 5-3 overall, 2-1 in section, 1-0 in conference, 1-1 when playing on the road, 3-1 in a neutral court, and that's that tournament about this past Saturday that we talked about a little bit ago. They're 1-1 at home. They're currently ranked this season 36 of 124 in Class 6 AA, and then they're ranked 111 of 405 in the state. For last year, the Wolverines, they finished with a record of 10-14. They're ranked 60 in Class 6 AA out of the Park Region Conference and ranked 203 in the state. Their season would come to a conclusion in the first round of the AA section playoffs when they would fall to Foley 3-1 back on October 28th after having a just a little bit under 500 year for the Wolverines last year. And right now they're 5-3, and so far so good for Wadena-Deer Creek. Taking a look at the Barnesville Trojans, they are 1-2 on the season. They started the year off with a 3-1 loss here at home, a game you saw in Magnitude to the Ada Borup West Cougars, but they would bounce back with another Magnitude broadcast with a 3-1 win over East Grand Forks. They would go up to Hawley and lose a tough one in 5 sets, 3-2, and that brings them into tonight's game against Wadena-Deer Creek. In that matchup with Hawley, Amelia Newell had 2 kills, Belle Peterson had 6, Emily Riddle with 4, Kennedy Gray with 1, Kenzie Scogan had 4 kills, Rumley Beaver had 2 kills, Sydney Strand had a kill, and the Trojans were led by middle hitter, middle blocker Emily Smith, the senior, right? Let me double check. Yes, senior. She had 12 kills on 13 attack attempts, only 1 error, and she also had, let's see here, 2 aces on 27 serve attempts. She only had 1 error. She went 26 of 27 serving with 2 aces. Emily Smith did in that game against Hawley. Overall, the team went 11. No, wait, check that. They went, let's see here. Let me do the math here. They went 84 of 93 from the service line in the 5-set match with Hawley. Let's see if I have the set scores here. I think I do. Yeah, it was 25-21 Barnesville in set 1, 25-9 Hawley in set 2. Barnesville took set 3, 25-21. Hawley came back, took set 4, 25-19, and they would hang on for a set 5 win by the score of 15-12 in that contest with the Hawley Nuggets. That was a road game this past Thursday night, I believe it was, up in Hawley. So they're looking to bounce back. Once again, they're in that pattern where it's lose, win, lose, and we'll see if they can keep the pattern going with a win here tonight against the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. But I've seen a couple of the matches the Wolverines have played, and they've looked really good in the 2 matches that I've seen. So this should be a fun contest, and we'll see who comes out on top here. And don't be a bit surprised if this one goes 4 or 5 sets. Let's say that. In the junior varsity match, the Barnesville Trojans won 2-0 over the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. That's a look at your 2 teams side by side on paper. Now we'll see how they go side by side on the court. We're going to take another time out here, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
I love hearing patients tell us that, I've never had a dental experience like that. Your team and the doctors were absolutely outstanding. When they say that they're going to tell their family about us, that's really the ultimate compliment.
All right, welcome back to Barnesville High School here as we get ready to wrap up our Barnesville Senex pregame show. We're about 3-4 minutes away from the opening announcements, starting lineups, and all that good stuff here. Once again, while we have those 3 or 4 minutes, we'll take a look at our upcoming schedule here. Other game on a Magnitude tonight, we have the Perham Yellow Jackets hosting the Hawley Nuggets. So they are live right now in their pregame show, so you can bounce back and forth between that one and this one if you'd like. There's no problem with that at all. Also, a big matchup. It's an easy night for us on Thursday because 2 of our primary teams play each other, and the rest of our primary teams are on the road. So we just have one match for you on Thursday right here at Barnesville. I'll be on the call for the Trojans and the Yellow Jackets, and then a doubleheader of football for you on Fridays. The Park Rapids area Panthers take on East Grand Forks. I'll have the play-by-play on that one. And then Jason and Bob will have the play-by-play on Perham and Dilworth Glendon Felton. Both of those games with a 6 o'clock start. Make a note of that. The schedule until earlier today said 7 o'clock, but both of those games starting at 6 o'clock on Friday. So keep a heads up on that one. You can dig deeper into that schedule at our website at magnitudesn.com. And in addition to our website, you can follow us on our social media pages as well. YouTube.com/Magnitude Sports, Instagram /Magnitude Sports, Twitter /Magnitude SN, or Facebook.com/MagnitudeSN. Go ahead and give us a subscription, like, follow, all that cool stuff. Also on our YouTube channel, if you'd like to support the channel, you're just a family and you want to support it, but you're not a business and you're not quite to the sponsorship interest at this point in time, you can simply click the join button on our YouTube channel and pick a plan that goes as low as $9.99 a month. You can cancel at any time with no questions asked. So we'd certainly appreciate your support. It'd be absolutely awesome. Let's see here. We already looked at our schedule. Also on the bottom of our schedule page, if you scroll down to the bottom, click on the tab that says Final Scores, you can come to a page on our website that looks exactly like, not the white one, but that one there. And and you can get all the final scores of all previous broadcasts on Magnitude Sports. This is broadcast 2047. And I only know that because our last one was 2046, and that was my 1500th game. So tonight's matchup between the Trojans and the Wolverines will be my 1,501st game that I've had the play-by-play call on, and it's certainly been a fun it's been almost 6 years for me and almost 5 years for Magnitude Sports. October 17th will be the official 5-year anniversary since Magnitude Sports broadcasted game number 1 in a volleyball matchup down in Breckenridge between the Breckenridge Cowgirls and the Barnesville Trojans. And the Barnesville Trojans have been one of the teams that have appeared on Magnitude Sports ever since game number 1 on Magnitude Sports. And if you scroll down far enough on that page, you can get the final score from game number 1 between Barnesville and Breckenridge. It was a thriller. I think Barnesville won that one 3-2, if I remember correctly. If I did remember correctly, but 2,000 some games ago, I have to admit that I'm pretty impressed with myself. We have about 10 more seconds to go here, so we'll bring it back to our live camera as the teams will finish their warm-ups now, and we'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the starting lineups. Actually, I think they might do the national anthem. If that's the case, we'll take a break.
Good evening and welcome to Barnesville High School for tonight's match between the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines and your Barnesville Lady Trojans. Students, parents, teachers, and administration would like to extend a warm welcome to our friends from Wadena-Deer Creek. For everyone's safety, we ask that parents closely attend to their elementary-aged children. Please keep them in the stands during the contest. Please refrain from walking on or across the court before, during, and after the event. The concession stand and restrooms are located out the doors on the west end of the gym. Out of respect for the Barnesville Schools facility, we ask that all trash be placed in the nearest receptacle. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise if able, remove any headwear, and face our nation's flag as we play our national anthem.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Barnesville Internet is keeping residents connected with even faster speeds, up to 1 gig. Our symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed that you download. Everyday activities are quicker and hassle-free. From streaming movies in HD to video meetings with coworkers, playing online games, or saving files on the cloud. Speed matters, and so does great customer service. You've got them both with Barnesville Internet. Call or stop by today. And let's get started.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
Welcome back, and your starting lineups coming up right about now here. We'll start with Wadena-Deer Creek, go through the non-starters and then the starters. And then they'll move over to Barnesville.
Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and actions. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Wadena-Deer Wolverines. Number 1, Addison Gravel. Number 2, Addison Carr. Number 3, Madison Karsten. Number 4, Peyton Gravel. Number 5, Jada Dykoff. Number 6, Katrina Munch. Number 9, Emily Lipinski. Number 10, Montana Karsten. Number 11, Isabel Larson. Number 12, Jenna Dykoff. Number 13, Kennedy Ness. And number 15, Kayla Kirchner. The Wolverines are coached by Sue Goldman, Courtney Thunberg, and Heidi Ryan Van Dyke. And now, get on your feet, Barnesville fans. Let's beat your Lady Trojans. Number 1, Maya Astigar. Number 2, Belle Peterson. Number 3, Sydney Strand. Number 4, Kennedy Gray. Number 5, Amelia Jewell. Number 6, Katie Olsen. Number 7, Rumley Beaver. Number 8, Macy Plana. Number 9, Lexi Hayes. Number 10, Kenzie Scogan. Number 11, Emily Smith. Number 12, Jada Boncha. Number 14, Cole Sorensen. Number 15, Emily Riddle. And number 16, Lily Children. The Lady Trojans are coached by Megan Escobar. Assistant coaches, Taylor Carter, Gabe Bird, Madison Henry, Kim Stringer, and Les Cassidy. Student managers are Roger Escobar, Billy Gross, Alan Boncha, and Abby Hughes.
All right, that will do it for your starting lineups here for the Trojans and the Wolverines. And that will conclude our Barnesville Senex pregame show.
Tonight's match are from the West Central Lakes Volleyball Officials Association. They are Chris Coleman and Dan Christensen.
We also want to thank our other sponsors, including Reuter Family Dentistry with locations in Perham and Wadena, Barnesville Senex, The Pitchfork, Dean's Bulk Service, Willow Creek Insurance, Purple Goose in Barnesville, Midwest Bank, Priority Real Estate with agent Josh Wiechek, Barnesville Booster Club, Ratzo's Pool Hall, bringing you to your scoreboard tonight, which I see we need to reset. Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Ball Green Construction, and KLN Family Brands, and we'll get that scoreboard reset here right now. So give me a couple seconds. That won't take too long. All right, now we're ready to go here in set 1. Brumley Beaver will start the serving here for the Trojans, and we're underway. Dug out there by Kayla Kirchner, number 15 for the Wolverines. Now they'll set up middle of the net. Touchdown is Addison Gravel. And it's powered down on the near pin by Maddie Carnson for the kill. And it'll be the Wolverines striking first here in this contest in set one. And they're up 1-0. And the serve will go over into the hands of Peyton Gravel, an 8th grade middle hitter. She's certainly not as short as most 8th graders are, and she doesn't look like an 8th grader out there, but she is a fantastic volleyball player. That's one of the Wolverines you'll want to watch out for. Attack goes out of bounds, and it's 1-1 now as the serve goes back to Barnesville. Scogan's serve is into the net. It's a service error, and the point goes to the Wolverines. (2-1) now. Standing serve with a little bit of a jump. Now they'll set it up far side. Bell Peterson knocks it down. We're tied at 2. This time the serve will go to Emily Smith. Emily Smith had a fantastic night against Hawley in a losing effort in 5 sets. And this one comes a little bit short on the service error. It's their second one of the match. And hopefully I didn't jinx her by saying she had a fantastic night. 3-2 as Wadena-Deer Creek takes the lead. Middle of the net, that one's kept alive. Back over Strand. Beaver sets it up, 10-foot line attack is dug out there by Maddie Cartson. Wolverines send it back over to Barnesville. Peterson from the 10-foot line, it's over. Wolverines control it. Middle of the net attack is over the back line and out of bounds. And the point goes to Barnesville, and we're tied at 3. Newell's serve is over. They'll set it up, near side attack. It's sent over there by Cartson, and it's down for a point. And Cartson gets another kill. 3 ties and 3 lead changes, with all the lead changes going in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek. As Montana Cartson, she serves up an ace. (5-3) now in favor of the Wolverines here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Sent over by Belle Peterson. It's a free ball for Wadena-Deer Creek. Middle of the net attack is down in the corner. It's Peyton Gravel, the 8th grader, with her first kill of the night. And now the Wolverines have doubled up here on Barnesville. It's 6-3. That was not an ace. I hit the wrong button, but a point nonetheless. And back to serve is Montana Cartson, the defensive specialist libero tonight for the Wolverines. Her standing serve is over, and Peterson on the second touch gets it to the 10-foot line, and it's a bump into the net. And another point here for Wadena-Deer Creek as they go up 7-3 on the next serve here by Cartson. Cartson will run it up, deliver it over. And a little miscommunication. It's going to be 4 touches. And it's now 8-3 in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek. Cartson will continue on the serve. Scogan makes first contact. Now they'll set it up for Peterson, and she sends it over the back line. Or no, they're saying it was tipped. It's a point for Barnesville and a kill for Peterson. That cuts the lead in half. It's 8-4. We're going to make an adjustment on our camera here. Okay. Nice dig out by Cartson. Now the set by Gravel, and nice dig out by Sydney Strand. Bump back into the play, sent over by Riddle. Gravel will set it up, middle of the net attack, and it's touched as it comes over, and now Scogan goes on the attack and gets the kill. That's 8-5, Barnesville trailing by 3. Back set to the far pin, sent over, and a nice diving dig out there by Jada Bonchis. Strand sends it back to the Wolverines. Gravel will set it up, middle of the net attack, through the blockers. Scogan keeps it alive. And then on the attack error on the return, gives the Wolverines the point. And it's 9-5 now as the serve goes back over to Wadena-Deer Creek. This time, it'll go into the hands of, let's see here, couldn't quite see the jersey number. Gravel pushes it over, and it's dug out there by Beaver. Set up for Scogan, push back over and down, and Scogan gets another kill. And the Trojans have crawled within 3. It's 9-6 here as they get the serve back. This time Sydney Strand will send it over. Gravel will set it up, near side attack, touched over. And Gravel will set it up again, this time far side attack. Through the blockers and tipped out of bounds and down for the kill for Peyton Gravel. And the Wolverines are the first one to get into double digits. It's 10-6. Back to serve is Kayla Kircher, a junior for Wadena-Deer Creek. Sends a nice serve over. Barnesville able to control it. They send it back. Beaver's attack was blocked at the net on 2 occasions. And now Emily Smith gets one almost into the Magnitude broadcast booth. Not quite, just a little short. Point Barnesville. Ten to 7 now. Beaver will serve it over. Gravel tried to send it over on the second touch, but could not. That's a ball into the net for the Wolverines, and that gives the Barnesville Trojans a 2-point deficit at 10-8. Gravel, the 8th grader, sends it over and down for another kill. I have her for 4 kills now. That matches her jersey number. And that's 11-8 as the Wolverines get the serve back. And it'll be Peyton Gravel. Her sister Addison, who's a sophomore, is in number 1 for Wadena-Deer Creek. And she is the one who will be setting it up a majority of the night tonight. Nine to 11 off the service error there. Now Gravel sets it up for Gravel, and that's over the back line and out of bounds, and that's a point for Barnesville. And now Barnesville has a chance to tie it here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard, 10 to 11, with Kenzie Scogan on the serve. That serve, a arcing serve that drops in front of the 10-foot line, and now tried to get it through the blockers but couldn't. And Emily Smith will get the block on that one. And we're tied at 11. It's the first time we've been tied since the score was 3-3. The lead change has always gone to Wadena-Deer Creek up to this point. Here's the serve. It's over from Scogan. Gravel will set it up near side, and that is sent over by Maddie Cartson, and it is out of bounds. And now the Barnesville Trojans have their first lead in this game at 12-11. And a timeout is called on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports.
Reuter Family Dentistry with locations in Perham and Wadena is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
My favorite thing about being part of Reuter Family Dentistry is just our values and our commitment to each other and to the patients. I know I can leave here every day feeling good about what I've done.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. (12-11) in favor of Barnesville. They have their first lead of the match, and Kenzie Scogan's on the service line. That one's over. First contact there by Kircher. Now Gravel sets it up, and it's pounded down by Maddie Clarkson. It's her third kill, and now we're tied again at 12. Back on the serve is Addison Gravel, the sophomore. Serve is over. Scogan one touch, back over. Gravel on the second touch, sets it up for her sister. Or no, check that, it was Cartson, my apologies. I'll get him straight sooner than later. And that one's dug out by Strand, nicely done. Pushed over by Beaver into the back corner. Racing back was Gravel. And now Cartson sends it over. Belle Peterson on the attack, kept alive, and Gravel on the second touch sends it over to Maddie Cartson. Maddie Cartson is in number 3 in blue, and Montana Cartson is the libero for Wadena-Deer Creek. And now a net violation on Barnesville, and the point will go to the Wolverines, and they take the lead back at 13-12. First net violation of the game for either team. Back to serve is Addison Gravel. Gravel serve over. Scogan makes first contact. Beaver will set it up for Peterson, and it's over. Now Gravel back set to the far pin, and that one's pushed over there. I believe that was Kircher. Kept alive by Barnesville, sent back over, and a diving dig out there by Maddie Cartson. Now back in the corner, Strand, Beaver, and bumped over. Free ball from Peterson for the Wolverines. Gravel will back set it to the far pin, and it is tried to dig it out. Is that number? Let's see, who was it? It was Beaver. But Beaver would dig it out into her own bench, and the point goes to the Wolverines, and they're up 14-12 now. That one just out of bounds. And it was not tipped, and the point will go to the Wolverines, and they retake a 3-point lead here at 15-12. Gravel on the serve. There's 2 Gravels and 2 Cartsons on the Wolverines team. We'll try and keep them straight for you. That is a kill for Belle Peterson. And that's another point for Barnesville as they'll get the serve back down 2 now at 15-13. Peterson with her 4th kill. 4 kills for Peterson, 4 kills for Peyton Gravel, 4 kills for Maddie Cartson so far here for the 2 respective teams. Near side blocked at the net on the attack there by Kennedy Ness, a freshman. Ness will try again and get blocked again, and this time the point goes to Barnesville, and it's 14-15. Back to serve this time is Emily Smith. Looking to tie this one up. Sends over Montana Cartson. Now Gravel to Gravel. That's Addison, Cartson. Gravel to Cartson. And a whistle, and it's a net violation on Wadena-Deer Creek. So now each team has a net violation. We're tied at 15. Last time it was tied, it was 12-12. And Wadena-Deer Creek took the lead off that tie. Emily Smith on the serve, pounds one over. Chasing after it was Gravel, now sending it over from the 10-foot line is Maddie Cartson. Back set to the near pin, sent over and down the kill, Amelia Newell. And Barnesville takes their 2nd lead of the match. Back to serve Smith again. 16-15, the Trojans up. here on the Ratzels Pool Hall scoreboard. Hartson will bump it into the middle, and it's a miscommunication. Will allow that one to fall to the floor, and Barnesville will take their first 2-point lead of the game. And now we have another timeout as well. 17-15 Barnesville in set 1 here on the Ratzels Pool Hall scoreboard. We're back in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
Second time out of the set for Wadena-Deer Creek as they find themselves trailing by 2, 17-15. They've had the lead on 4 occasions in this set. Trojans have had the lead on 2 occasions. This is the second of those 2. As Smith sends the serve over, Gravel will set it up, and that is Cartson blocked at the net. Riddle got the block. She was assisted by Amelia Newell. It's a point for Barnesville. 18-15, they lead by 3. 3 is the biggest lead for both teams in this game so far. They'll set it up for Belle Peterson, and she'll get it down in the corner. That's kill number 5 for Peterson, and that's a 4-point advantage for Barnesville. 19-15 here in set 1. Best of 5 sets. First one to win 3 will win the match. Most of you knew that. There may be a couple who didn't. And that will be an ace serve for Emily Smith. And now the Trojans, off that ace by Smith, take a 20-15 lead. Another nice serve from Smith. Gravel will set it up. This is Cartson. Got it down for the kill. Maddie Cartson has 5 kills for the Wolverines now. And now, after being down 5, the last time the Wolverines scored, it was, let's see here, 13-12. 14-12, 15-12, and then the Barnesville Trojans rattled off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points in a row. And now they get another one at 21-16. So 8 points at 20-15 before the Wolverines would score. And it's now 22-16. And Barnesville's gotten 3 in a row now, or 2 in a row, excuse me. Gravel will set it up. That's Cartson. Got it through the blockers, and a nice job there by Belle Peterson to keep it alive. Strand sends a free ball over, and it's a chance for the Wolverines to go on the attack. From the middle of the net, the attack is dug out there by Strand. They'll set it up for Peterson. Through the blockers, back to Barnesville. Strand sends a high arcing ball back over to the Wolverines. Gravel will set it up for Cartson. Cartson got it down. Back-to-back kills for the senior outside hitter. And it's 22-17. Montana Cartson on the serve. That one hits the tape as it comes over. Barnesville's able to control it. And into the net on the attacking error for Belle Peterson. And it's a point for Wadena-Deer Creek, and they stay alive. 22-18 our score on the Ratzels Pool Hall scoreboard. And a timeout is called. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
I love hearing patients tell us that, I've never had a dental experience like that. Your team and the doctors were absolutely outstanding. when they say that they're going to tell their family about us, that's really the ultimate compliment.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies.
Wallaby Wallies.
Wilby Wababy.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, you just missed the serve from Carson. That's it. Out of bounds, point Wolverines. Out of the timeout, they get a point, and they are within 3 at 22-19, trying to battle back after having a lead for a majority of the set, but then they got down as Barnesville was able to score 8 in a row. And Wadena-Deer Creek still trying to recover from that. They get a block at the net, and it's a point for the Wolverines. The block will go to Emily Lipinski, and she'll be assisted by Peyton Gravel on that block. And it's 22-20, and it just got a little bit more interesting here as Montana Carson will try and serve up another point here for the Wolverines. Strand will make first contact. Now they'll bump it over to Scogan. Scogan with the free ball, and out of bounds. It's a point and a free point for the Wolverines, and it's a 1-point advantage now for Barnesville as they've seen their lead evaporate quickly here. And now we'll see if Montana Carson can serve her team to a tie. 22-21, Sydney Strand up into the stands. It's an ace, and we are tied. An ace for Montana Carson. And now Barnesville takes a timeout. Knotted up at 22. The last time this one was tied, the score was 15-15. Barnesville took the lead at 16-15, and they would build that lead to 20-15. That was part of the 8-0 run when Barnesville would find themselves down 12-15. They would score points 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then Wolverines would score to make it 20-16. Barnesville would get 2 more. Wolverines would score to make it 22-17. Wolverines scored points 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and now 22. And the Wolverines are on a 5-point streak right now here in the set as they have tied this one up after it looked like Barnesville might have had an advantage. Carson serve is over. Strand makes first contact. There's the set over to Belle Peterson. Belle Peterson puts it down, and it is a kill and a lead for Barnesville. 6 kills for Belle Peterson now here in the first set. It's going back to serve now for the Trojans is the junior Kennedy Gray. Jump serve from the middle of the service line is over. Carson, now Gravel will set it up, and that one's over by Peyton Gravel. So that was Addison Gravel setting up Peyton Gravel, 1-4. And a whistle, and I missed it. It's a point for the Wolverines, but I didn't see how they got the point. I was looking down for a split second. So we're tied at 23. Emily Riddle out of bounds, and it's set point for Wadena-Deer Creek. Scogan will set it up for Beaver, and it's a point. They're calling a double touch, and that'll end the set. Wadena-Deer Creek takes set 1, 25-23. Off the touch violation on Barnesville, their second of the match. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with set number 2 here in just a moment. 25-23 in set 1 in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen. Tip and it's a kill for Volleyball. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point, and they get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Reuter Family Dentistry with locations in Perham and Wadena is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
My favorite thing about being part of Reuter Family Dentistry is just our values and our commitment to each other and to the patients. I know I can leave here every day feeling good about what I've done.
All right, welcome back. Set 2 about to get underway here. Set 1 just finished up in Perham. The Yellow Jackets taking set 1 25-14 over Hawley. They are starting set 2 at the exact same time that we are starting set 2. Once again, 25-23 in favor of the Wolverines in set 1 in a back and forth match where right at the end of the set, two teams went on point scoring streaks, 8 for Barnesville and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wadena-Deer Creek scored 8 of the final 10 points in that first set to take it 25-23. Check that, they scored 9 of the 11 is what I meant to say. 9 of 11. Out of bounds, and the first point goes to Barnesville in set 2. And that's a service error for the Wolverines. Both teams have 2 service errors now. 4 attack errors, 3 for Barnesville, 1 for the Wolverines. 2 service errors apiece, 1 net violation apiece. Trojans have 2 touch violations to no touch violations for the Wolverines. Here's Belle Peterson. Got it down for the kill. That Belle Peterson's kill rolled all the way into the hallway back there. It took a while for them to track down that ball. 2-0 Barnesville here in the second set. Kenzie Scogan will serve it up. Cartson makes first contact. Gravel will set it up here near side for the other Cartson, and it's a kill for Maddie Cartson, her 7th of the night. And it's 2-1 as Wadena-Deer Creek gets on the board here in set 2. Back to service, Peyton Gravel, the 8th grade middle hitter. I don't have heights and weights, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she stands just shy of 6 feet. She is a tall 8th grader. That one into the net. It's an attacking error on the Wolverines. Their second of the match, and the point goes to Barnesville. It's 3-1. Emily Smith back to serve now here for the Trojans, the senior middle hitter for Barnesville. Serve is over. Gravel will set it up. Middle of the net attack is down for the kill. And putting some power behind that one is Maddie Cartson. 3-2. I believe it's Addison Gravel serving, and it is. Scogan from behind the 10-foot line, dug out by Cartson. Now Gravel will set it up near side for Maddie Cartson. And she's just recorded her 9th kill of the night, and we're knotted up at 3 here in the second set. Only 8 ties in that first set. And this is our first tie here in set 2. Scogan from the 10-foot line sends it over. It's kept alive as Gravel will set it up, middle of the net attack, blocked at the net. Emily Riddle will get the block. Belle Peterson will get the assist. Point Barnesville, and it's 4-3 as they'll break the tie here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Back to serve is Amelia Newell. Newell's serve is over. Gravel on the second touch, sets it up to the near pin. Over and down, and the kill goes to Kennedy Ness, the freshman. Tied at 4. They heard the Wadena-Deer Creek fans in attendance chant out, she's a freshman. Backside pin, blocked at the net, and it's the same combo as last time. Emily Riddle with the block, Belle Peterson with the assist. And another point for Barnesville as they take a 5-4 lead here in the second set. Back to service, Kennedy Gray. Junior this year for Barnesville. Gravel will set it up near side. Cartson couldn't get it through the blockers. Back to the Wolverines. Joustler at the net, and tipping it down is Emily Riddle. And it's 6-4 as Barnesville jumps ahead by 2. And no, they're gonna take that point away from Barnesville, and they're gonna give it to Wadena-Deer Creek. So now it is 5-5 instead of 6-4. It was a late decision. They originally awarded that point to Barnesville. Serve is over. Strand makes first contact. Riddle back on the second touch, and it's going to be a kill for Riddle as the Wolverines could not do anything with that one. So the lead change goes back to Barnesville. This time Sydney Strand on the serve. Strand's serve is over the back line and out of bounds. It's our fourth tie, tied at 3, 4, 5, and 6. Jump serve hits the tape as it goes over, and it's down, and I don't have number 6 on my roster. Number 6 is Montana Cartson, but they announced the Librero as Cartson. So I think it's Montana Cartson playing the Librero. 7-6. We'll try and get clarification on that. If any Wadena fans are watching, you want to chime in the chat and help me out. Much appreciated. That'll be into the net. It's a point for Barnesville. Tied at 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7. 7-7 our score. And number 7, Rumley Beaver, will go back to serve for Barnesville. Second set, Wadena leads the match 1-0. 25-23 in that first set. Ball is over. Beaver on the second touch. Back set, near pin. Smith couldn't get it over. It was blocked back over to Barnesville. Now the Wolverines will go on the attack. Backside attack, and down for the kill. It's Peyton Gravel. Kill number 5 for Peyton Gravel, and we're have the first lead of the match. Let me double check that. Yeah, the first lead of the second set, I should say, for Wadena-Deer Creek as they move ahead 8-7. Kayla Kircher, the junior, will set up for the serve from the middle of the service line. Serve is over. First contact by Scogan. Beaver will bump it to the 10-foot line where it's pushed over by 2 hands by Kennedy Gray. Now Gravel will set it up, and Cartson puts it down for the kill. Maddie Cartson has 10 kills here, and we're only 9 points into the second set for Wadena-Deer Creek. They're up 9-7. They've scored the last 2 points now. Kircher serve over. Set up, middle of the net attack there, and it's kept alive by Kircher. Now Gravel will bump it to the 10-foot line for Cartson, who sends it over. Barnesville able to control it. They'll set it up, far pin, blocked at the net on the attack by Barnesville. Sent back over to the Wolverines, and the volley will continue. Tough play, near pin, got it over. Barnesville will control it. Strand with a free ball off 2 hands as Gravel will set it up for Carson. Carson tips it over and down. It looked like she was going to go up for that power strike, and then she just finessed it over and found the open spot on the floor. Maddie Carson with 11 kills now here as the Wolverines break into double digits at 10-7. They broke into the double digits at 10-6 back in set number 1. That one's pushed over and down, and it'll be a kill for Amelia Newell. And that'll break the 3-point streak that the Wolverines were able to put together as the serve goes back to Kenzie Scogan now for Barnesville. 10-8 on the Waxels Pool Hall scoreboard in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek. Gravel will set it up near side. Carson sends it over, dug out by Scogan. Beaver will set it up for Belle Peterson. Down just in front of the line, maybe on the line. Either way, it's a point. And it's 9-10 as Barnesville's crept back within a digit. That will be an ace serve. Tied up at 10. Last time it was tied, it was 7-7. Wadena took the lead at 8-7, 9-7, 10-7. Now Barnesville's battled back. 10-7, 10-8, 10-9, 10-10, and now the point goes back to Wadena-Deer Creek as the ball goes out of bounds, and Wadena-Deer Creek takes the lead after the 6th tie of the set. Jump serve from the middle of the service line for Peyton Gravel is over. Strand makes first contact. They'll set up for Belle Peterson. That one's dug out on the back line. Now Gravel will push it forward. 10-foot line pushed over by Carson, and now Beaver will set it up here, middle of the net, sent over by Emily Smith, and a whistle as it is what? I did not see that. I don't recognize that hand signal, so I'm not sure what that was. But I know it's a point for Barnesville, and we're tied at 11. And it'll be number 11, Emily Smith. Now Wadena-Deer Creek will get the point. First 2 lead changes went to Barnesville. First 3 lead changes went to Barnesville. The last 3 lead changes went to Wadena-Deer Creek. 12-11, Wolverines have the lead. Not anymore, it's tied at 12 as that one's tipped as it goes out of bounds. The 7th tie of the set. Newell serve is over. Gravel on the second touch, sets it up middle of the net there as Maddie Carson pushes it over. Now Belle Peterson on the attack. Was it in bounds? It was not. It was out of bounds. And Wadena-Deer Creek takes the lead at 13-12. That's the 5th ball that the Trojans have pushed out of bounds in the match. Back set near pin. Tried to sent over by Beaver, but is blocked at the net. Barnesville will try again. Belle Peterson blocked at the net. Barnesville keeps control. Strand sends it over on the second touch. Gravel will set it up near side of attack. Blocked at the net. Wolverines keep it alive. Carson to Carson. That's Montana to Maddie. And a double touch is called. And that will tie us up at 13 as Barnesville will get the point off that touch violation call. For the 8th time. That is the first touch violation of the match for Wadena-Deer Creek. Jump serve is into the net, and the Wolverines retake the lead at 14-13 on the service error. 3rd service error of the match for Barnesville. Only 2 so far for Wadena-Deer Creek as Carson sends it over. That one sent over, kept alive by Gravel. And pushed over, couldn't quite see who that was on the far side for the Wolverines, but it's back over to the Wolverines now. Back over to Barnesville. Chasing after it, Scogan, and that ball will not get over the net. It had to get over on that touch. It falls just a little bit short. And Wadena-Deer Creek takes a 2-point advantage at 15-13. Back to serve is Carson. Serve is over. Strand makes first contact. It was set up there by, I believe that was Bonchus, and it was. And then Bonchus will get the assist on the kill there for Emily Riddle. (14-15), Trojans down 1. Gravel back sets it, far pin, sent over, and it's tipped by Strand, and the kill will go to Kennedy Ness, her 3rd kill of the match. Wadena-Deer Creek stays up by 2. Jump serve over. Bonchus will set it up for Emily Smith. Inbounds. Emily Smith gets the kill, and the Trojans are back within a point at 16-15. Emily Smith with a somewhat quiet night up to this point. She's usually one of the leaders. Right now, she only has 3 kills tonight, according to my numbers. 16-15. Beaver's serve is over. Gravel on the second touch sets it up for Maddie Cartson. Inbounds for the kill. Check that, it was not Maddie Cartson. It was actually Emily Lipinski with the kill, her 2nd. 17-15, Wolverines up on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Back to serve is Kircher. Standing serve over. Strand makes first contact. Beaver sets it up for Smith. Dug out by Gravel. Cartson to Cartson. And Cartson was dug out. And Rumley Beaver dug it out. Or check that. Kennedy Gray dug it out. Rumley Beaver got it back to Gray. Gray sent it over in 2 hands. And now when the Wolverines sent it back over, they're saying it was tipped by Barnesville. And the point will go to Wadena-Deer Creek. And that makes the score 18-15. Kircher serves again. Beaver on the second touch, sets it up for a middle of the net attack for Emily Smith, who gets the kill. 18-16 as the serve goes back to the Trojans. That serve is into the net. And I want to say thanks to Mike Kircher. Turns out number 6 is Katrina Munch. So let me write that into my roster here. So, yeah, okay, so I was right on the libero. It's Montana Cartson, and number 6 is Katrina Munch. So thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. I missed that point. That is a point awarded to Wadena-Deer Creek, and it's 20-16. Serve is over. Beaver will set it up. Middle of the net attack is over by Emily Smith. That's kept alive by Maddie Cartson. Now Maddie Cartson on the third touch sends it over, and Barnesville will set it up for Belle Peterson. She floats one over and into the net, and it comes back over but lands out of bounds. Did it hit the antenna? Either way, antenna or out of bounds, it's a point for Barnesville. 17-20. We had a really good set 1, and set 2's turning out to be very similar. Emily Smith put the point on the wrong side there. My apologies. 20-17 is the score. There we go. Cartson blocked at the net by Emily Riddle. Comes back to Barnesville. Now Riddle will try again. Sends it over. A nice dig out there by Kircher. And that one lands on the wrong side of the net for the Wolverines, and it's a point for Barnesville. 18-20. Emily Smith on the serve here for Barnesville, where their team trailing by 2. Serve is over. Gravel will set it up near side. Powering it down on the kill is Maddie Cartson. It's her 12th of the night. 21-18 in favor of the Wolverines. Wolverines took the lead at 14-13. They haven't given it up yet. They're up by 3 right now. Serve is over. Beaver on the second touch. Sent over by Emily Riddle, but blocked at the net by the Wolverines, and they get the point. The block will go to Kennedy Ness, the freshman. And we have a timeout. 22-18 in favor of the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines here in set 2 as they lead the match 1-0. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Reuter Family Dentistry with locations in Perham and Wadena is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
I love hearing patients tell us that, I've never had a dental experience like that. Your team and the doctors were absolutely outstanding. When they say that they're going to tell their family about us, that's really the ultimate compliment.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wababy.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
Welcome back. Nearing the conclusion of set 2, Wadena-Deer Creek has the advantage. They're up 22-18. Addison Gravel, the sophomore, back to serve. Her jump serve is over. First touch there by Newell, and now that'll be sent over there by Strand. Cartson to Cartson, pushes it over, and Beaver keeps it alive. Back to Barnesville on a touch, and the point will go to the Wolverines. Isabel Larson, number 11, comes in and right place, right time, and gets the point. 23-18, Barnesville in a little bit of trouble here. And it's going to be set points. They cannot control that one. 24-18, Wadena-Deer Creek looking to take a 2-0 lead here on Magnitude Sports. Addison Gravel, jump serve over. 2 touches, and now a free ball and an attack for Wadena-Deer Creek. Blocked at the net, and it's going to be a net violation as the foot of Belle Peterson went over the line, and that will do it for set number 2. It goes to Wadena-Deer Creek, and they take a 2-0 lead, 25-23 and 25-18. And now the Trojans' backs are against the wall. We'll see if they can brush those first 2 sets off, and we'll come back with set number 3 here and see if Wadena can sweep it when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen pick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the net of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back. Set 3 here. Wolverines looking to complete a sweep as they're about 30 seconds away from the start of set 3 here. Barnesville finds themselves down 2-0 for the first time in their home gym. Matter of fact, I think for the first time in the season, actually. No, they were down 2. That was 1-1 against Ada Borup. So, yeah, this is the first time that they've been down 2-0 in the entire season, home or away. Barnesville will get the serve to start set 3. Rumley Beaver will serve it. One touch over and down. Kenzie Scogan will get credit for the point. Barnesville strikes first here in set 3. They struck first in set 2. Wolverines got the first point of set number 1. So Scogan gets the point. They'll set it up for Cartson. Cartson tipped by, and that'll be a touch violation on Barnesville. It's a double touch, and the serve will go over to Wadena-Deer Creek. (1-1). Beaver on the second touch for Emily Smith. Dug out. Gravel will set it up now. Middle of the net attack, and that is down. Isabel Larson with another kill. And it's 2-1 in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek as Peyton Gravel goes back on the serve. Serve is over. Beaver will set it up middle of the net for Emily Smith. On the tape, and they cannot get it over. Emily Smith will get the kill as Wadena-Deer Creek went scrambling for that one. And we're tied at 2. Second tie of the set. Both set 1 and set 2 had 9 ties. Barnesville took 3 of the lead changes. Wadena-Deer Creek took 6 of the lead changes. That serve from Scogan is over. Gravel will set it up, pushed over by 2 hands there by Cartson. Scogan makes the first contact there, pushed over there by Bell Peterson, kept alive there by Kircher. Now they'll set it up, push over, and just barely missing the net there. And the volley will continue. Back over to the Wolverines. They'll set it up for Cartson, and is it out of bounds? It is. That is the 4th out of bounds play here. And that will give Barnesville the lead at 3-2. Back to serve now is Kenzie Scogan. That serve is into the net, and the point goes to Wadena-Deer Creek. Tied at 3, tied at 1, 2, and 3. And back to serve is, can't see the jersey number. It might be Gravel. Yeah, I think it is Gravel, or was Gravel, I should say. Joust for it at the net, and that'll be a kill for Maddie Cartson. She's definitely made her presence known tonight here. I have her down for 13 kills already as Wadena-Deer Creek takes the lead at 4-3. 3 ties, all the lead changes have gone to Wadena-Deer Creek up to this point. Sent over by Bell Peterson. I'm running the camera solo at the moment, so if we're a little delayed than we were in the first 2 sets, that's why. But I'll do my best here. Cartson, Gravel will save it on the block, and now it comes over the net. Strand on the second touch. Smith will push it over. Kircher keeps it alive. Gravel will back set it. Sent over the back line out of bounds on the attack, and it's a point for Barnesville. And we're tied up at 4. Emily Smith back to serve as that's the, now both teams have 5 plays that went out of bounds in this match so far. And that one, They're calling a touch violation. Yep, they're going to call a double touch on that. She didn't quite get the flick of the wrist she needed to send that over, and it resulted in a double tap. 5-4 as Barnesville takes their first lead of set 3. That serve is over. Gravel sets it up for Cartson, middle of the net, but just out of bounds, and a point for Barnesville. And now Barnesville takes a 6-4 lead. Wolverines send their 6th ball out of bounds. Reuter Family Dentistry with locations in Wadena and Perham, along with Barnesville Senex, the Purple Goose, and Ball Green Construction, among others, bringing you broadcast coverage of tonight's matchup between the Trojans and Wolverines. 6-4 Barnesville, they're down in the match, 2-0 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard, looking to get one back. Belle Peterson blocked at the net, but out of bounds. It'll go to a point for Barnesville. 7-4. Emily Smith on the serve, and this will be the final serve where I have to run the camera. Our camera person's return. Gravel sets it up. Powering it down. Was it out of bounds? No, the backside official on the near line said it was in, and it's a point for the Wolverines. I believe it was Kircher who got the kill on that one, I think. I'm going to give it to her in the stat book. 7-5 now on the kill for the Wolverines. And now that is Munch who served it over, and now a point for the Wolverines as they're going to call a lift and another touch violation here for Barnesville. 3 for Barnesville, 2 for Wadena-Deer Creek in that touch violation category. And it's now 7-, oh no, they gave the point, I put the point on the wrong side. It's 7-6. There we go, now it's corrected. Belle Peterson on the far side pushes it over with 2 hands. Cartson to Gravel, back set, far side attack is down. Kennedy Ness with her 5th kill. She's a freshman for the Wolverines, and we're knotted up at 7 on the kill by the freshman. Last time it was tied, it was 4-4. Serve from Maddie Cartson over. Sent back over. The Montana Cartson will dig it out. Now they'll set up for Maddie Cartson, and she'll send it over the back line. The 7th ball that's gone over out of bounds. And another point for Barnesville as they get the lead change and the lead back at 8-7. We've had 9 ties in both sets 1 and 2. We're at 6 ties so far in set 3. Cartson will try and tie it up again, and she does. Tied at 8. Maddie Cartson with a fabulous night, 14 kills so far. Here's Montana Cartson with the serve. Scogan will send it over, hits the tape as it comes over. Gravel is able to get underneath it, and now Cartson has to send it over from the back line. They'll set it up for Belle Peterson. She'll touch it over. Nice dig out there by, that's Emily Lipinski who dug it out there for the Wolverines. And that one goes into the net. It's a point for the Wolverines, and they take the lead back at 9-8. Another attack error for the Trojans. 5 for Barnesville, 3 for Wadena-Deer Creek in the attack error categories. Montana Cartson will serve it again. Strand will make first contact. Here's the set for Scogan at the 10-foot line. Goes into the net. Another attack error for Barnesville, and another point for Wadena-Deer Creek as they now go up 10-8. Wolverines looking for a sweep. They're in a good position now as they've been the team to hit 10 first. There's an ace for Montana Cartson. Wrong team. We'll take that point away, and let's, there we go. Here, let's give it justice. There we go, 11-8. Emily Riddle. Montana Cartson chases after it. They will not get it back. Riddle will get the kill. Point for Barnesville, and it's 11-9. 11-8 was the biggest lead in set 3. Now Barnesville's back within 2, and with the serve is Kennedy Gray. Gray sends it over for an ace. (11-10) now. Barnesville's been in every set for most of the set. It's been late in the set that the Wolverines were able to pull away, and they get one through the blockers there, courtesy of Peyton Gravel, her 7th kill of the night. 12-10 now in favor of the Wolverines. The serve will go to Katrina Munch, a senior for Wadena-Deer Creek this year. She'll run it up, jump serve over. Strand makes first contact. Bonchus will set it up, middle of the attack. Riddle dug out there by Maddie Cartson. And now Cartson will try and send it over, and she'll get the kill. Check that. I always get the 9 and the 3 look similar. That's Emily Lipinski with the kill. 13-10. Munch will serve it again. That one hits the tape as it goes over, and it will be a point for the Wolverines as they're calling a lift on Barnesville. And now the Wolverines take a 14-10 lead. And we have an officials timeout here. So they take care of some wet floor. And now we can resume action here. 14-10 in favor of Wadena-Deer Creek. Here's the jump serve from Munch. She'll pound that one over. Sydney Strand makes contact. Scogan from in front of her own bench gets it over. And now Gravel will back set it and blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point Wadena-Deer Creek, or was it tipped? It is a point for Wadena-Deer Creek. 15-10. As Munch will continue on the serve as their team keeps scoring points. Another powerful serve from Munch. Bonchus sets it up. Kennedy Gray sends it over. Montana Cartson keeps it alive. And now it's sent over there by Emily Lipinski. And a block at the net. Barnesville will keep it alive. Sent over in 2. Lipinski will set it up, and they will not get it over, as that's going to be a lift on Lipinski. And the Wolverines will get their 3rd touch violation of the match. They had 2 in set 2, and now 1 so far here in set number 3, as it's 15-11 now. Strand serve over and out of bounds, and a nice job there on the far side by Munch to be aware of where that line was at and allow that serve to go out of bounds. Wolverines back up by 5. It's Kayla Kircher on the serve now. That serve is over, and that serve is going to be down for an ace. (17-11) now on the ace serve by Kircher. Send the next one over. Bonchus will set it up for Smith. Smith gets it down for the point. Emily Smith with 5 kills now, and it's another point for Barnesville as they get the serve back, trailing by 5. Rumley Beaver will go back behind the service line to send this one over for Barnesville. Standing serve is over. Kircher makes first contact. Gravel races after it. Now a free ball sent over there by Munch, and it's tipped by Strand out of bounds, and it's a point for Munch and the Wolverines. 18-12. So Munch, she had 3 points when I didn't know who it was, so I have her down for 5 points now. She has a pretty good night tonight so far. Let's set it up for Emily Smith. That one is dug out on the back line there by Peyton Gravel, and now Cartson bumps it over. Free ball for Barnesville. Beaver will set it up, pushed over, but not over. That'll be 4 touches and a point for the Wolverines. That's the 4th touch violation for Barnesville. as Peyton Gravel will go on the serve. A little hop serve from the middle of the service line over. Kennedy Gray sends it into the net, and it's 20-12. And a timeout, Barnesville. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back and see if Wadena-Deer Creek can close this one out. They're 5 points away and have a comfortable lead at the moment. We'll see if that sticks around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Do something with your hair?
All right, welcome back. Gravel's serve is over. Beaver will set it up. Smith, middle of the net. Dug out there by Kircher. Gravel will set it up for Cartson. Cartson got it down for the kill. It's 21-12, Wadena-Deer Creek. As Gravel will stay on the serve. Cartson now with 15 kills. She is your leader tonight. At least up to this point. Cartson tries to get number 16, but the dig out comes right back to the Wolverines. Cartson will try again. Ooh, I thought that was a double touch, but it wasn't. From the 10-foot line, Kennedy Gray sends it over with two hands. Gravel will set it up. Middle of the net attack is blocked at the net. Emily Smith with the block. Amelia Newell with the assist. (21-13) as the serve will go back to Barnesville. This time they'll go into the hands of Kaylee Olson, a senior, wearing number 6. And that serve is over. Gravel will set it up for Cartson. Cartson's blocked at the net, kept alive by Montana Cartson, who sends it back over. And now sent over. Montana Cartson for Gravel. Gravel sends it over for two hands. Strand on the dig out, sends it right back. Gravel will set it up for Maddie Cartson. Cartson gets another kill. She has 16 on the night. 22-13. Man, coming into this game, like I said in our pregame show, I've seen the Wolverines play a couple times this year, and they looked really good. But Maddie Cartson was not the star of the two games that I had watched until tonight. She's been very impressive tonight. Cartson will try again, sends it over. Olson keeps it alive, sent over there by Amelia Newell, and was it on the wrong side of the antenna? It was. It's a 10-point advantage here for Wadena-Deer Creek as they're up 23-13, looking to close this one out and send everybody home early. Beaver sends it back over in two. Kircher will dig it out in front of the back lines. Gravel sets it up to the back pin, and it's dug out, or blocked and then dug out by Montana Cartson. Now Maddie Cartson sends it over, dug out by Olson. Bumped over for Amelia Newell, pushes it over with two hands as Gravel will back set it to the far pin, and that one attack is dug out there by Brumley Beaver. Sent back over by Newell, now Kircher will dig it out. Gravel will set it up for the near side for Maddie Cartson. Tips it over, and she'll get another kill. 17 kills from Maddie Cartson, and it's match point here for the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. 24-13, serve is over. Beaver will set it up. Belle Peterson blocked at the net, kept alive by Strand. They'll back set it to Newell. She sends it over with two hands. A couple of Wolverine players collide, and one of them struggling to get up. I think she took a knee to the head. I think that's Kayla Kircher. I can't quite see the number, and hopefully she's okay, but she's visibly shaken up, and they're going to check up on her, and we hope that she's okay. When the ball came over the net, it looked like Isabel Larson and Kayla and Kircher were both going after it at the same time. Kayla Kircher was kind of diving for it. So was Larson. and Larson was diving from my right to left, and Kircher was coming forward, and Larson got Kircher on the head with her knee, and I cannot imagine how much that may have hurt. We're going to take a timeout here, and we'll come back, and we wish a speedy recovery here, and hopefully it's nothing too serious than just a headache. We'll be back in a moment here. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today, 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate, wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, Kircher is walking back to the locker room. She was helped up and she was able to walk away on her own power. I believe they're going to go just double check and make sure that there's nothing like concussion related or anything. Right now it is match point for Wadena-Deer Creek. Barnesville scored on that last point to make it 24-14. And they have the serve. Gravel will set it up, powering it down but out of bounds, and the point goes to Barnesville. 24-15 as it remains match point. Emily Smith will serve. Serve is over. Gravel will set it up. Powering it over, dug out there. And now Belle Peterson will go on the attack. Belle Peterson gets a kill. And Barnesville sticking around, but they still got a big hill to climb as it remains match point at 24-16. Smith serve over. Montana Cartson makes first contact. They'll set it up for Maddie Cartson. Blocked at the net. One touch. Riddle tries to put it down. A nice diving dig out by Montana Cartson. Another block at the net. The volley stays alive. They push it back. Montana Cartson bumps it up to Gravel. They'll set it up for Maddie Cartson. Maddie Cartson scores, and it's a sweep for the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. They take the match 25-16. And once again, your final scores, you see them on your screen there. 25-23, 25-18, and 25-16 in a three-set sweep for the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, add up some numbers, and select the player of the game, and bring you your post-game show here in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
I love hearing patients tell us that, I've never had a dental experience like that. Your team and the doctors were absolutely outstanding. When they say that they're going to tell their family about us, that's really the ultimate compliment.
Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Wiechek, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. It's a sweep tonight for Wadena-Deer Creek as they take it 25-23, 25-18, 25-16 tonight here on Magnitude Sports as the Wolverines will improve to 6-3 on the season, and the Barnesville Trojans will drop to 1-3 on the season. Individual numbers, we'll start with team numbers first, actually. Barnesville Trojans, they had 5 balls go out of bounds, 6 attack errors, 3 service errors, 1 net violation, 4 touch violations. Wadena-Deer Creek sent 7 balls out of bounds. They had 3 attack errors, 2 service errors, 1 net violation, and 3 touch violations. Individual numbers for Barnesville had Belle Peterson down for 8 kills and 2 assisted blocks. Amelia Newell with 3 points and 2 assisted blocks. Kenzie Scogan 3 points and an ace. Emily Smith 5 kills, an ace, and 2 blocks. Emily Riddle 4 kills, 2 blocks, and an assisted block. And that's your unofficial individual numbers for Barnesville. For Wadena-Deer Creek, Peyton Gravel, I had her down for 7 kills and 1 assist on a block. Montana Cartson had an ace. Emily Lipinski 3 kills and a block. Katrina Munch with 5 kills. Isabel Larson with 2 kills. Kennedy Ness 5 kills and a block. Kayla Kircher had a kill and an ace. And Maddie Cartson led the way with a total of 17 kills, 1 block, 1 assisted block, according to my numbers unofficially. And your Barnesville Drug and Hardware post-game show is on the air. I forgot to mention that when we came on from the break there. But honorable mention for our player of the game goes to Belle Peterson. But our player of the game, without question, is going to be the senior outside hitter for the Wolverines. Number 3, Maddie Cartson, had an absolute phenomenal night from the outside. More so on that near pin than any other location, I think. Of the 17 kills, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she got 13 of those 17 from the near pin. She just had a fantastic night, and you could give like if we gave away 2 players of the game or like an assistant player of the game, yeah, you could give that to Addison Gravel, who pretty much set up almost all of those kills by Maddie Cartson, and she pretty much set up every kill for every Wolverine tonight. But yeah, Maddie Cartson will be your player of the game here tonight as they sweep the Barnesville Trojans 3 sets to none. You see the set scores on your screen tonight. JV went 2 sets to none in favor of Barnesville, and that will pretty much wrap up our post-game show. In the first set, 9 ties, 6 lead changes for Wadena-Deer Creek, 3 for Barnesville. The exact same numbers in set 2, 9 ties, 6 Wolverine lead changes, 3 Trojan lead changes. It didn't add up set 3. Let's do that really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 ties. And 1, 2, 3, 4 lead changes for the Wolverines and 2 for Barnesville. It was tied at 1. Wolverines took the lead. Tied at 2, Wolverines took the lead. Tied at 3, Wolverines took the lead. Tied at 4, the Trojans took the lead at 5-4. They would hang on to the lead until we were tied at 7. Barnesville would take the lead back at 8-7. Wolverines would score the next 3 to tie it, take the lead, and eventually take an 11-8 lead in the third set. Barnesville would score back-to-back points, including an ace to trim that lead down to 11-10. The Wolverines would score points 12, 13, 14, and 15 before Barnesville would score again to make the score 15-11. 16-11, 17-11 off an ace by Wadena-Deer Creek. Then Barnesville would score again to trim it to 5 at 17-12. But then the Wolverines got points 18, 19, 20, and 21 to build themselves up to a 21-13 lead when Barnesville would score again. And then Wadena-Deer Creek would go 22-13, 23-13. They'd get match point at 24-13. Barnesville would score the next 3 to make it 24-16, and then the Wolverines would win it by the score 25-16 to wrap up the third set and take a 3-0 lead here in this, or not a lead, but a win, I should say, here in this contest. So with the win, like I said, they moved to 6-3 overall on the season. They have a home game against the Monaga Braves coming up on Thursday, and then they go back on the road Thursday, September 22nd at Bertha Hewitt. And then they come back home Tuesday, September 27th to host the Staples Motley Cardinals. And then they'll have a tough stretch on the road to wrap up September and start October. September 29th, they're on the road taking on the Henning Hornets. Then they go down to Breckenridge on October 4th to take on the Cowgirls. And then they have a matchup on Thursday, October 6th on the road against the Verndale Pirates, before they come back home for a 3-game home stretch against the Park Rapids Panthers, New York Mills Eagles, and Alexandria on October 10th, 13th, and 17th. And then they'll wrap up the regular season on the road on October 18th, taking on the Pillager Huskies. So let's see here. Let me look at that upcoming schedule really quick. Looks like this will be the last appearance for Wadena-Deer Creek, barring some postseason action possibly for the Wolverines on Magnitude Sports. But it's been fun doing the 2 games that we've had, or the 3 games that we've had a chance to do so far this season. So maybe we will get a chance to sneak them in. I'd absolutely love to see them again this season. That'd be great. They've been a phenomenal. They've in that game against Dilworth Glendon Felton that was on Magnitude, and then tonight's game, and then the other game I saw them play was the home game against Perham. They looked. They did lose to Perham 3-1, but they certainly had moments of greatness in that Perham game as well, and they certainly showed their strengths in that follow-up game on the road at DGF, and then again here tonight on the road at Barnesville. So congratulations to the Wolverines on the win, and once again our hopes and thoughts are with I'm drawing a blank. Kayla Kircher, she got injured on match point in that third set. She did walk off to the locker room on her own will. She got hit in the head with a knee from one of her teammates on a play. It was completely unintentional and just wrong place, wrong time. And we hope that she's okay. And I think she will be. I haven't seen her since she walked off to the locker room. I'm pretty sure they probably went through some concussion protocols, and hopefully it's nothing more than a headache and that she'll be okay and she'll be back in that next game when they take on Monaga at home on Thursday. So we wish her a speedy recovery, as that was definitely a painful injury. You could tell when she went down that she was not going to be getting up anytime soon, but we'll leave it at that, and we wish her the best of luck, and good luck the rest of the way for the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines as well this season as they improve to 6-3. For the Barnesville Trojans, their next game coming up here, let me grab their schedule. I have it here somewhere. They have a home game against Perham on Thursday, and we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. They have back-to-back home games, and they have three in a row on Magnitude as they're home against Perham, home against Underwood, and then on the road at DGF on Thursday, September 22nd. Then they come back home against the Henning Hornets and Breckenridge Cowgirls, and then they go back on the road to Perham, and then they go to Park Rapids, and they're home versus Pelican Rapids. So they have their next, let's count them up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Their next 8 games will be on Magnitude Sports, and then they go on the road Monday, October 17th to take on the Frazee Hornets, and then they wrap up the regular season against Pine River Bacchus on October 18th, and that is a 7:30 p.m. start for that contest here on, well, it won't be on Magnitude Sports. That one will actually be on the road at Pine River Bacchus. So best of luck to the Trojans. Best of luck to the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines as the Wolverines sweep tonight 3-0. You see the final scores on that on your screen right now. And that's going to wrap up our post-game show. We thank you for tuning in. Whether you're cheering on the Wolverines or if you're cheering on the Trojans, we thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon here on Magnitude Sports.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.